From a privacy point of view, it's hard to, I think, really have an intuitive and at the same time correct feel for how much data fusion accomplishes. You put this piece of data with another, and pretty soon there's no hiding, so to speak. A game I have actually played on stage twice was to pick a member of the audience and begin asking 20 questions. That's that game, 20 questions. But the questions, each of them were, not terrible, but they were sort of vaguely revealing, like in your chest of drawers at home, or do you have any packages of unopened underwear? Things like that. And nobody gets to 20 before they object. Because the point is you start combining all these seeming non sequiturs and you get a kind of a biographical picture that is beyond what most people would want to do. So I guess in terms of what you ask, for me, the thing to think about is what is the power of putting data together?
I would also just add to that, and I think that's exactly right. A few years ago, Dan and I actually wrote an op-ed for the New York Times called The End of Privacy. At least I think that was the title. And I think the key takeaway is that privacy as we think about it, privacy as it's been discussed in courts and in law school classrooms and kind of as it's been thought about in the minds of consumers, that is gone. That is dead. This is in some sense, I think, kind of a war that we've just been losing over the decades. And I think that now is really the time to rethink about what exactly it is that we're fighting for, like what we are trying to protect. And I think, Dan can correct me if I'm wrong, but because we've written about this together, I think both of us kind of recommend that rather than thinking about kind of the game of privacy, it is now something much broader, which I think is best described as data protection itself. And so the question is, how can we protect our data writ large? And how can we protect our data from inferences that we are not comfortable with third parties making? Inferences that we might not even know or suspect are available, kind of just like in the 20 questions game you alluded to.